Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Noah with another, I'm just gonna say legit food review. My mind has been totally brain rotted at this point. Another unscripted commentary. Um, this time we have a question from Kilroy Jenkins, I believe is the name. Let me make sure. Yes. And yeah, we'll hop into it and then I'll give my thoughts and response. I think I went crazy when Miss Rona had us at home. Something happened to me, and now I'm too freakish to be actual friends with other people. Or even have a meaningful relationship or a family. I look at people and I don't feel anything, even when I'm talking to them. I don't care about people. I don't want anyone to remember me after I leave. I'm just passing through. Yeah. I, forgive me, because I'm going to give my own experience, and I'll try to relate it. And if it doesn't apply, Mr. Jenkins, forgive me. But I'm gonna, we all do it through our own kind of lens, so it's just kind of how it goes. When I went through that big event, the big event that happened to us all, I was alone for a lot of it. I was at home for a good bit. I went home, kind of stayed in my room, and finished up some classes because I was not in high school. I was in college, second year of college at that point, and I had a hard time reconnecting. It was extremely difficult. And part of it was because I had already done my own thing. I was disconnected. I was living my own life. I was an adult, living on my own for all intents and purposes with roommates, but and coming home was one of the hardest things in the world because I was away from all my friends. I had lost any sense of this independence that I once had, and I'm sure my parents probably would have liked me to be a little bit more independent in some ways, but they also didn't like it, right? They wanted to have their son back, but I wasn't the same person anymore. And there is this sense in which when you leave home, you can't really come back, that the world changes and you change all at once. And so this is the kind of nostalgia that you can't really deal with. And so I felt like I had outgrown and been outgrown in every way. And that was not an easy feeling. And so pretty soon after, not pretty soon, but as soon as kind of summer was hitting after that quarter ended, there was kind of some hints that I could move back onto campus and do some classes from there. And my parents were very kind and generous to let me do that and help me pay for it. Actually, they paid for it, so extremely generous of them. I think they understood though that I was having a hard time. And I moved back onto campus, did my classes, but I lived alone for a good portion of that. Later on, I got a friend to become a roommate of mine, but I was living alone, doing summer classes, and I would walk around at 3 o'clock in the morning, just around campus. It was dead, and there's no one there. You might see one person or two people, but you just, I'd just walk. I'd walk for, it wouldn't be 3 o'clock in the morning. It would be like 10 o'clock at night, and but sometimes it would be that late, because it really didn't matter, right? Anyway, so I'd walk around, and the only connection I had was the internet, and I didn't talk to anybody except through Discord, and I didn't see anybody for the most part, except for maybe at a grocery store. And I don't think I've reflected too much on how much that impacted me. But it definitely did. I had a hard time before that point making friends and being around people, and that experience probably did not help in any sense. And it has been a long, hard journey back into any semblance of friendship. But even then, man, it is difficult. And I still regularly feel this way. That I don't want anybody to see me. Like, I wish I could crawl into a hole and bury myself. I still want to be alive. I want to make that clear. But I just don't want people to think about me. I don't want to be thought of. I just want to be out of people's minds. And yeah. And there have been things that help. You know, honestly, talking to people who care. My parents, spiritual leaders. I've even started going to a counselor just to talk. And it's been helpful to kind of have somebody who's willing to call me on my BS and kind of push me towards the right direction, and to kind of be that conversational voice willing to talk about these things. And I get it. Like, people are messy. They're hard to deal with. And I think part of the thing that I don't know if you know, Kilroy, I don't know if this is your experience, but I think there are a lot of people who are like that. There are a lot of people that, assuming that your experience is like mine, there's a lot of people like you and me who have gone through that and feel a certain way, and they're trying to work through it. And the thing that I've been struggling against is that sometimes the other person needs, one of the two people needs to actually make a move and start to develop those relationships and start to move stuff forward. And I'm not like that. I'm a very, very introverted person. But I've realized that if I am going to have any relationship, it's going to have to be through my effort to keep it going, to get it moving. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been getting together games and like a TTRPG, specifically Mythic Bastion Lands, and I've been playing that with friends. And I've reached a point where people are like reaching out to me because they want to play more, and that has been something that has meant a lot to me, and I can't express it to them. And I maybe I should try at least, because that has been a big kind of piece. For me also, I've felt a certain uncomfortableness with expressing what I like, you know? Like, I feel like I speak to other people and sometimes I get looked at like I'm speaking a different language. And part of that's because I've been on the internet so much, especially through that time. And I've kind of disconnected from everybody else's reality. And so part of this is like adjusting myself back to the way other people are as well. And that's not an easy process, but it is worth it. It has been worth it for me. And having something that, you know, I can trust and say, you know, in the end, it's going to be all right. That has meant the world to me. So I hope any of that is helpful at all to you, Kilroy, and yeah, if you need it, like, please find someone to talk to. There's somebody who will talk, and yeah, it's worth it. It's all worth it. If any of you have a question, feel free to go into the description. There's a link there to a form. You can fill it out, and I will be happy to respond and give my best response to it. And otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and you know, enjoy the outdoors in any way you have them. Whether it even be through a window because you can't go outdoors because of weather or something. Just, you know, enjoy nature in some way. That's my suggestion. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.